Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Citadel of NewChurch. I'm your host, Captain, here to go over a recap with our latest war with Sjana. That was for the Minor League Clan War League's Arctic Blast divisions. Pretty decisive victory as a whole for the Citadel. We got another perfect war, while Sjana courteously was not from Ohio this time, so all is well. Getting into the six-packers, we do have a fair amount of those. We got Air Magnifico there at number 2, even though one was a dip. We have Only there at number 5. We have Philippa's at number 9. We got the Green Goblin at number 12. We got Unico at number 14. Got a swag guy of Sandu. He's actually been doing that a lot. Anyways, the UK at number 19. Dark Fonzie at 21. And Green Never Dies at number 25. As far as our shit hitters, those are the people that get like that 95 to 99%, just enough to piss you off for not getting the 3-star. We did have a fair amount of those people. We got Panic Attack there at number 20 with a 95. We got Dragon number 15 with a 96, 1-star, which is always the fun kind to do it. We got a sweet 99 1-star from King Ali at number 5. We got Undeniable with fighting number 3 with a 95%. And we got Vadhawk, who is just Mammoth, and he's my bitch. So, getting into the attacks, we're going to start with number 1, with none other than the bitch. He's going to be kind of doing a generic Yeti Slap, whatever you want to call it. I don't care because it's just spam. He's going to let his Warden do a little bit of work. His only objective is to get to this Inferno Tower, and then after that, just roll Tide. Baby's trying to help establish the funnel to make sure that the Warden doesn't go any more to the right, because I do believe he starts coming in at 8 o'clock. Warden is fine and dandy, despite all those defenses on him. Raging him up. That way he can help save some time as well with this attack. Now with the Inferno down, he could drop this P.E.K.K.A. to help tank a little bit and lead the Warden over to these Yetis that he drops over at 10 o'clock. Barbarian King is going to bounce to the outside. His only objective was to funnel. From here on out, he's got a nicely placed jump, so that way when these Yetis start to come into the base, they're going to be able to start smoking things, raging them up, because basically Yeti Mites are just going to rape. He is going to Earthquake the core because it's the best way to have it open, because Yetis and Yeti Mites and all that, yeah, good times, they kind of just do their own thing. So from here on out, it's just basically waiting for the Hogs to get to the top end side, so that way they could get to this Inferno, air defense, yada yada yada, down. There they are with the Royal Champion in behind. Champion is enough to tank and take out that new defense that I can't remember the name of because I'm retarded. Anyways, he's still going to be rolling Tide with all of these defenses. Healers are unfortunately starting to peter out. He is going to have to phase the ability to get through the Town Hall. But that's just how bad this attack kind of is with the spam. Speed it up because it's just basically watching everybody just slowly but surely just churn their way through the base. Like, the one Yeti still has Yeti Mites. That's just how broken this attack is. Next up, we have Air Magnifico. Gonna drop his BK over there at 2 o'clock. Itching my ear. Sorry, it's not me playing with my butthole. Anyways, Wizards are behind to help establish the funnel. That way he can just churn right down to the core of this base. Queen coming straight at the flank. Whoop. BK's objective is to get rid of that enemy BK with his ability as soon as he can get closer into range. The parachute over there at the 11 o'clock, trying to take out, so that way the queen is going to come right here and then quake. She is going to bounce down for a little bit to get to that air defense, so that way no healers are getting sniped. Ooh, Oh, I was wrong. Oh, it's this attack. Never mind. I have it wrong. Yeah, that air defense is going to stay up and totally wreck them. Earthquaking into the core. Hogs are going to come in. They're going to get to this top end side with the Royal Champion in behind. Grand Warren Tomes through this core. Healers are getting picked off. Even though he could have dropped one wizard to get that air defense. Yeti Mites finally starting to do their little thing, hopping over the wall, taking out some defenses. Yetis finally break through the wall. And then from here on out is just basically watching Yetis beat walls and stuff like that. So well done to Air Magnifico. Next up we have Onley. He's going to do the hybrid attack. Tank Loon, so that way the baby's going to help us out with the Funrush. Wallbreaker getting the entry. King finally engaging with the Queen. Despite it being a golem, it is fine as a CC. I only think it takes like 5 extra seconds, and it really isn't too much. Because look at that. 2 shots and bam, she's done through that golem. Queen finally engaging the Town Hall. King bouncing to the outside. Queen finally going to start stepping up. Rager's here to get through this little compartments, even though there's nice little wall opening, so that way she can just keep walking. With where she's standing, I do believe she can snipe that Inferno Tower. Yep. Raging her up one more time. Drops the parachute up there at 11 o'clock, so that way everybody's going to just come straight down. Blasting out these defenses onto the side as everybody goes core diving. Funny thing about this attack, yes, he has an Air Warden. Yes, he has to pop the ability early simply because he has an Air Warden. Kind of works out in his favor because it's enough to survive that shell from the Eagle. Queen is still up and being healthy. Healers just enough into the range apparently. Hogs finally coming out of the parachute and start coming into this base. Still has one more freeze in the bag, deciding to go with the Inferno / Wizard Tower. Good call. And then from here on out, bloop, bloop. Just general cleanup. Next up, we have number Silvo. Another attack with Onley. Baby at 10. AQ at 8. Slow and steady, winning the race. Baby will be able to finish that storage before he pops. Wizard trying to test for any small bombs. Nails it. Freezing the Inferno and the Expo, so that way these wall breakers could just boom, get him in. King did his job. Now the Queen is going to go in to get to the Eagle, Inferno, Queen, Expo, and Air Sweeper. Huge value right there. Queen just enough outside of that rage, so that way she isn't going to be able to have it, but the healers are fine, so she's good. Queen is surviving, so she can take out this Eagle before dropping another rage. Bloop. CC finally is triggered. She is most likely going to have to freeze in order to save the ability. Dropping some minions in behind that helps beat up with that. Deciding to freeze the Expos one more time. Phasing the ability finally, so that way she can try to get through this remaining part of the Hound. Now that she is raged, she's going to start shooting the Grand Warden before she ultimately dies on that wall. Lalo coming in from 1030. One hound pops, the other is directly over top of the air defense. Nicely timed. Queen actually gets through the wall and starts taking out some expos, but I don't think she gets through there. And anyways, Lalo coming in, more so from 130. Moon's on top of that Inferno. Now they're going to collapse onto this air defense, going into this Tesla. Oh, the Queen does survive. Shit. Apparently I don't remember my own notes. Rip. Slammer's going to be able to finish off this back end side. Minions and pops plenty around. Finish off the rest of this base. Whee! Well done. Next up, we have the Dragon. Loons to take out that cannon, so that way nothing's going to pass that direction. Queen's going to take out the Dark Elixir Drill, so that way everybody's going to go directly the way that he wants them to go. P.E.K.K.A. at nice 730, King more towards 8. That way everybody's going to go straight into this compartment with the Queen in order to take everything out. Whee! Parachuting behind the King to help establish the funnels. Nicely placed jump. Earthquaking, so everybody's going to go to this Inferno Tower over here, so that way when the parachute finally explodes and opens up, they're going to target to this air defense, coming over here and getting to the flank. Very nicely done. Hogs are still up, rocking and rolling. Head corner hut or a corner Tesla there, so that way he had to drop a couple hogsies there. From here on out, it's just basic GG. The Queen is following behind, trying to finish off the rest of those pups. Hogs are in the freeze for the Wizard Tower and Inferno. Queen is going to step up with a nicely rage to finish off that Eagle. She still has her ability to finish off the rest of this base. So as long as she's somewhat tanked, she will be fine. Speed up it a little bit because he does have the 3 P.E.K.K.A.s. So that way once they get up back up in front, she is healthy and good to go. Wizards in behind. Muy buenos. Does have a wizard onto the corner town hall. Queen electing to shoot through a wall instead. Bloop. Just phasing the ability through the remaining defenses to speed things up, and voila. The next one we have number 12, bloop, the Unico. Gonna start the Queen over there at 12 o'clock. Wallbreaker entry. Queen finally deciding to go in like the good bitch that she is. The amount of value that he gets from this chart is pretty badass. Queen electing to finally go down, more towards the 1 o'clock. And then finally coming back over to the 11 o'clock. Parachute with 2 corner P.E.K.K.A.s to help establish the funnels. P.E.K.K.A.s in behind. King going to join with this charge. Bowlers dropped immediately behind. It's a nice soft CC, so this poison is going to be more than enough to handle everything. Getting the rage down. Bloop. Everybody's going to go core diving from here on out. Nicely placed jumps. The parachute finally explodes. The hogs are going to be to the outside flank to help keep everybody into this core. Boulder bounces for days are getting damage on everything, so even if they don't quite get it the first try, all it takes is a couple whacks from the King or the P.E.K.K.A.s and they are removed. Speed this up. As early stuck in a disco spell, and then after that it's just basic GG. Still has both hero abilities, plenty of wizards to the side with a P.E.K.K.A. Very well smashed, very well done. Baby just to help remove some of that trash up there at the top. So that attack was much swaggo. Then for the last one, we have another one from the Unico. For whatever reason, there was a hole in this base. So he's just electing to just suicide ice golems. Queen, king. King finally deciding that yes, there are buildings in front of me that I can go and target now that the queen is dead. Queen getting a lot of value herself. She will be able to remove that expo before she croaks. Would have been the tits if she would have gotten air defense too, but hey, it is what it is. Slammer coming in up at the top. Minions are behind. More Lalo coming down here at the bottom part of the base at 730s. Moons are going to make a nice little push to that Eagle. Disco Spell directly in front of that Expo, but all is well because the Hound is tanking. More Lalo coming in over at the 430s. Loons are going to be dropped right to that nice little Ragers. Has a freeze for that Inferno. Wizard Tower is dropped in one hit. Warden is going to have to phase ability because he's a dumbass and flew directly into the line of an air defense. But then from here on out, he still has a heal, freeze, and haste to just finish off this base. It is basically smoked. Electing to just decide to heal these Lunars. Pups are actually getting wiped out, but he still has plenty floating around the base, so it don't matter as much. He's just going to hope in the swag for his spells. And then from here on out, it's just basic GG, cleanup, well done, smashed. And with that, I hope you guys enjoy the recap, even though there's a bunch of words apparently I can't remember. But until then, have a good one.